Hey guys, Lizzie Lee here for Pins Day 11. Also, I'm the new full-time customer experience manager at Michael's. What? Yes! New teacher, come here, dance with me. Yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You were so mad at me right now. I'm so sorry I put you down. But, oh yeah. Go me. Go me. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I've been trying to hold it in during like the 3 narrations I've done since then, and it's been so difficult. Like, oh, because I was like, you know, I want to be able to tell them so they can see my face when I say it. And so every single time I was this close to saying it in the narration, I was like, nope, I have to stop it. I have to try again. Oh, feels so good. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to manage it. What? Oh yeah. Okay, I will go stitch now, I promise. Alright, so I was actually planning on leaving this narration for tomorrow, but it's only 9:30, 40-ish minute video. I'll still have time to get ready for bed and be fine, so, you know, can't hurt. Okay, so we did 39 last video, now it's 40. When was the last time? Nope, I did that one. That was the weird one. 41 is what I'm on. If you knew that everyone you know was going to die tomorrow, who would you visit today? Oh, damn. That is tough. Like, a lot of the people I know don't live here. A lot of them are actually in a different, not even just a different state, but a different country, a different continent. Like, wow. I mean, obviously I'd want to spend time with my family. They're here, so I'd be able to do that. I'd want to go to work, see everybody. Oh my goodness. I'd go see Tanya. Oh my goodness. Who else do I know in the area? Michelle and Kenny. I'd go see Cynthia. Like, oh my goodness. Wow, that would suck. Dying tomorrow? That's terrible. That's terrible. 42. Would you be willing to reduce your life expectancy by 10 years to become extremely attractive or famous? No. 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 10 years? No. 1 year? Yeah. 10? 43. What is the difference between being alive and truly living? Well, truly living is when you go out and, you know, you do what you want to do. Or at least you attempt to do what you want to do. Versus being alive is just, hey, you're here. You're doing what you can to get by, and so be it. You having fun getting that itch over there, Pro? 44. When is it time to stop calculating risk and rewards and just go ahead and do what you know is right? When what you have to do is extremely important and right, and doing nothing or doing something else is very wrong or very bad. Like, gosh, what is it? Whistleblower. When somebody, you know, notices something really, really bad going on in a company, they can whistleblow on it. And most of the time it's supposed to be, you know, either anonymous or you can't get in trouble for doing stuff like that. But some companies still get away with it. And it's absolutely horrible. But you know what? If you whistleblowing on a company changes stuff and gets things fixed, that's more important. 45. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Because some mistakes are worse than others. Some are more embarrassing. Some have really bad results. Some, you know, can change everything. I don't know. Nobody likes messing up. It's not really an enjoyable thing to do. But yeah, you can learn from it. Some people don't like learning. I'm just saying. I do, but some people don't. 46. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Honestly, not much. Like, I really don't care if people judge me. I go around our store, I sing the songs, I dance around. The cashiers get a kick out of me every time I go up there and I'm singing to them. So I'm not, that ashamed as a lot of other people are. I don't know. Would I do anything differently? Well, I mean, if no one would judge me, I'd go around wearing, like Lizard Lee on everything so people would come watch my channel. But I would judge me if I did that, so that'd be weird. 47. When was the last time you noticed the sound of your own breathing? When I was playing the very beginning of this video for my Instagram, because I kept taking in really deep breaths, because I was like, I want to get it out and say it all in one breath. That I'm the store's new customer experience full-time manager. I couldn't even do it right this time, but I mean, I have asthma, so I tend to notice when I'm breathing. But that was when I really, really noticed it, because I took very deep, noticeable breaths. I'm sure everybody noticed it, not just me. 48. What do you love? Have any of your recent actions openly expressed this love? I love cross-stitching. All of the actions in this video express that pretty darn well, if you ask me. I love not being tired. Oh my gosh, I hate yawning so much, you guys. Oh, I hate being tired. I hate being sleepy. I like being wide awake. I like being awake. What do you love? I don't know. I love a lot of stuff. Like, what makes it sound like I can't say who, so I can't say Tessa, my family, and all that? I don't know. 49. In 5 years from now, will you remember what you did yesterday? What about the day before that? Or the day before that? Let's see. So the day before yesterday, is that the day, or the day before that? Is that when I learned I was going to be the new customer experience manager? Because I am definitely gonna remember that day. That was freaking awesome. Okay, I had to go double check. It was the day before yesterday. That's when I found out. It was so cool. But actually, I think in 5 years, I might still remember what I did yesterday, because I spent a lot of time cleaning up the frame shop, and we didn't lose any points on our audit, which was really nice. Like, I know I'm not going to be in the frame shop anymore, but, it's still going to be part of my store, and obviously I devoted a lot of time to it, and I love the people in there, which right now is only the framing manager, Angela, but the new girl seems really cool so far. She seems so enthusiastic, and I think we really need that, so that's gonna be awesome. Okay, so I have yesterday. What was memorable about it? The day before that, which is when I was told I'm going to be a full-time manager. Obviously, I'm going to remember that. Or the day before that. So, that was the day I worked 9 to 3:30. It was a Thursday. Yep, I already don't remember, so definitely won't remember in 5 years. My memory's terrible, you guys. Like, I don't even, what? 50. Decisions are being made right now. The question is, are you making them for yourself, or are you letting others make them for you? I think it depends on the decision. Like, I decided I wanted the position, and I made it known that I wanted it, and they decided they wanted me in it, so they took steps to get me in it. Like, I'm not even kidding. The day that they told me I got the position, I was thinking, ooh, today's gonna be my interview for the full-time position. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna nail it, and I'm gonna get that job, and it's gonna be mine. And I was told my part-time interview wasn't as good as the person who got the part-time position, but I was still, I'm so over the moon that Mark got the position. He's the one I wanted in the part-time customer experience manager position, so I am so happy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to improve on it. I'm going to do it even better. And that day I came in just raring to go, ready at the drop of a hat for them to be like, hey, Elizabeth, come on into the office. We're going to interview you. And before my shift even started, the store manager, he pulled me in to the break room. And I was just, it's like when you're driving and you've done nothing wrong and you see a cop car behind you and their lights come on, you immediately assume it's for you, whether you've done something wrong or not. And you're just like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? And you're thinking over everything and nothing is coming to you. That's what happened. I was like, oh my gosh, why is Justin bringing me in here? What did I do? Oh no. And he just looked at me and he's like, you got the full-time position. And I was just, oh my gosh, you guys, I was so happy. And he was like, you can't tell anybody yet because I want to be the one to tell certain people, but you got it. And it just, oh, it was so nice. Like, just relief and happiness and so much joy. And it was so great. Oh, I mean, I think I would have nailed that interview because I spent, ever since I took the part-time interview, I've spent so much time thinking over, what am I going to say? And it, I had it and I was ready to go. And then they wanted me in it. So I'm in it. And I'm going to do a great job. I'm going to work my damnedest to do a good job. So, oh yeah. So like I made the decision to be, to be considered for that job. But they made the decision to put me in it. So I think it just depends, I think I'm making the important decisions. Like if I hadn't applied for that position and then they put me in it, then I might question some stuff and be like, what? Like I didn't want this job. Why would you put me in it? But I did want it. So I'm happy with their decision on that matter, obviously. Okay, excuse me. I'm on the next group of questions. 50 interesting questions from academictips.org. When you have a little spare time to think, review these interesting and thought-provoking questions. Then if you still have a little more spare time, share with us your thoughts, answers, and questions. Oh my god. It's a friend. Okay, so 1 through 4 I just answered in the last video, so if you want those, go there. 5, does love equal sex? No, it doesn't, because how would you explain asexuals? I'm sorry if I think that someone who's asexual or, identifies as asexual is capable of loving someone. I'm so sorry that I think you don't have to have sex in order to love somebody. Like, I think that's incredibly stupid. Wow. Okay. No. Okay. 6. If happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich? I already did that one. Oh my gosh. I did that one. 40 years. I did that one. If everybody was going to die tomorrow, who'd you visit today? Newborn advice. Oh my goodness. Back. Would you rather be worried? I've done that one. Would you rather have less work to do? Or okay. Oh my goodness. When was the last time you noticed the sound of your own breathing? Oh, wow, you guys. I'm going to have to think on that one. I don't know. Decisions are being made right now. The question is, are you making them for yourself or are you letting others make them for you? Wow, that one sure sounds familiar. It's like it was the very last one of my last group of questions. Huh. Huh. Let's see. 18. If you had all the money in the world but still had to have some kind of job, what would you choose to do? Oh, dude, the YouTube channel. Like, duh. Are you kidding me? I would spend every day just stitching. Okay, maybe 6 days a week. I'd have to give my hand a rest every once in a while. 19. When you're 90 years old, what will matter most to you? How the heck am I supposed to know that? I'm 25. Are you kidding me? I don't know. All of my past memories? That's why having dementia or Alzheimer's really freaking sucks because you start forgetting everything and it gets confusing and it gets difficult and the people who do remember you don't always handle it very well. I don't know. 20. What do you regret most so far in life? I don't know. I think I've answered that one. We'll go with that answer. 21. If you were at Heaven's Gates and God asked you, why should I let you in? What would you say? Because overall, I've been a good person. I haven't killed anybody. I haven't maimed anybody. I've never ruined anybody's life. I think overall I am a good person. I am on the side of good. And if I go to hell, like, wow, what kind of people do make it into heaven? Like just Mother Teresa or something? Like, holy crap. 22. What small thing could you do to make someone's day better? Smile at them for sure. Like I'm always smiling, and I have some people make fun of me for it, but most people, like I've had a lot of like reoccurring customers. They come in frequently, and uh, they'll say something like, every time I'm in here, you're always smiling, and it makes me feel better, and that's why I keep coming back because you guys always seem nice and happy and friendly. And I was like, yes, score one for the team. 23. What impact do you want to leave on the world? A positive one, a stitching one. Like, just because this was a hobby that was invented, in like before your grandmothers were born, doesn't mean you can't do it. And just because you're not a woman doesn't mean you can't do it. Every time I see a guy who's a stitcher or a crocheter, I'm like, this is so awesome. Like, yes. Hello, Tessness. You coming to say hi? Oh, you wanted to tell everybody cats can stitch too? I don't know. I don't think you have thumbs, sweetheart. It might be a bit difficult for you. Yeah, it might be a bit difficult. Difficult. Difficult? What the heck does that mean? Heck if I know. 24. When was the last time you tried something new? The other day, actually, the current full-time customer experience manager, she was showing me some of the stuff she has to do, which is what I will have to do, like putting in all of the information for the classes, which the few she had me do, it took several minutes, and I only did like 3. It is tedious, and that actually doesn't bother me at all. I have no problem doing the same thing over and over and over again. Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm stitching. Like, I just X after X after X after X. Doesn't bother me. I love it, obviously. It's just, it's going to take a lot of time. And I do not want to be the kind of manager who is hanging out in the office constantly. Like, I don't want to be that person. I want to be out there. I want to be helping. I want to be the best manager that I can be. 25. What life lesson did you learn the hard way? That lying gets you nowhere. My parents always said, like, I don't care what you did, just don't lie to me. And my sister and I just constantly thinking that, oh, we broke something and that's going to be so bad. We can't tell them. And it was always worse when we didn't tell them. So I learned that the hard way. But I learned it. That's what counts. 26. What do you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago? So that was 2012. That was when I first started college. I wish I'd spent more time cross-stitching, enjoying myself. I spent a lot of time studying, and it just, oh my goodness. Like my first several years at college, I had straight A's, and I just, dude, who gives a crap? I finished with, what, a 3.48 or something? 47? So, like, what is that? A B plus-ish? I don't know. I really would have preferred doing more stuff that I cared about than studying for exams that are nothing like the real world. 27. What is the difference between living and existing? I don't know. Does living imply like you have the entire pyramid of needs? You have shelter, you have food, you have water, you have air, you have everything, versus existing is just you're here, you don't necessarily have everything you need to live? Maybe? I don't know. I've never thought about that. I don't know. 28. If not now, then when? I already did that one. That one's so stupid. 29. Have you done anything lately worth remembering? Getting promoted? Duh. Like, okay, I was hired at Michael's, if you guys remember, October 2015. It is May 2017. It has been 1 year and about 7 months. I was promoted to framer from sales associate in less than a year, and I was promoted from there to full-time manager in less than half a year. Like, that's insane. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. It's awesome. Definitely worth remembering. 30. If you had to teach something, what would you teach? Well, I mean, I don't think you have, like, teachers going around getting paid to teach people how to cross stitch, so I'd probably have to teach math. I'm good at math, so I could probably teach it. 31. What would you regret not fully doing, being, or having in your life? Is it something I haven't had yet, or something I do have that if I didn't have, I'd regret it? Because Tessa, hi, baby. You purring so loud. Yes. Yes. I mean, is it something like I want to do, but I won't? Because, I mean, I want to go to all 7 continents, so I still need to go to South America and Antarctica, and I'm going to regret it if I never make it to either of them, or at least one of them. So, I don't know. 32. Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? I mean, yes, by all definitions, it is wrong, because you're screwing over the person you're stealing it from, which isn't a good thing. But you're feeding a starving child. And I'm sorry, but it's a child. They can't take care of themselves. And if you can't get a job or get food a legitimate way to help them, then I wouldn't say you're doing something bad. You're doing something wrong, but not bad. Like, this is one of the things I've talked about with several of the managers in the store already. Is like, I'll never understand why people steal from our store, because it's an arts and crafts store. There is literally nothing in our store that you can't live without. Okay, that means everything on our store is just for fun. It is not something you need in order to survive. And so anytime somebody steals from us, I don't like them. Like, I frown upon that so much. It drives me bonkers. But if you go out and you steal food, you steal water, you steal diapers, stuff that you need, no, I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna feel horrible. I'm gonna feel sad for you, but I'm not gonna be mad at you, because of all things to steal, that's the kind of stuff that I'd be like, yeah, you know what? That is the kind of thing I understand why someone would steal it. And I don't necessarily support them in stealing, but I'm not gonna, like, the worst I would do is take it from them. I wouldn't, like, call the cops on them and, have them go to jail or anything. Like, that's not cool. But, oof. 33. What lifts your spirits when life gets you down? I'm at cross-stitching, being with Tess Nass, talking with my mommy, talking with my brother. Usually going to work, the people I work with, the customers. Sometimes not everyone is awesome, but usually they are, so it's good. 34. Have you ever regretted something you did, not say, or do? Okay, have I ever regretted not saying something? Yeah, I mean, everybody has regrets and wish they'd said something. We've all met horrible people and wish we'd told them to, that, like, screw off or whatever, and we didn't, but so be it. 35. Why do we think of others the most when they're gone? Because we miss them. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Oopsie daisy. There's nothing to miss when they're with you, so you don't have to think about them that much. I mean, I think a lot about people when I'm with them, but mostly I'm listening to what they're saying more than I am being like, oh man, I really like this guy, he's so cool. No, I'm thinking like, oh wow, the story he's telling me is so interesting, so I don't necessarily think specifically about a person when I'm hanging out with them, because I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm committing that to memory. I still get people that are so surprised by all the stuff I remember, and I'm just like, really? Like, I don't have the perfect memory, but I pay attention. I listen. I am a very good listener. I know I talk a lot, but I am a good listener. 36. Is it more important to love or be loved? I think it's more important to love, just because You know, like I said before, you have psychopaths and sociopaths. They can be loved, you know, by every single person in the world, and there's still a high chance they're gonna go murder people. You know, like, so being able to love, I think, is really important. And it does not have to be, you know, a romantic kind of love. It can be familial, friendly, any of that. I don't care. This is one of the things my coworkers and I were talking about. We believe in multiple soulmates. I don't think you only have one person out there that's meant for you. I think you have all kinds of people, and it's not all romantic. You know, you have your best friends. Yeah, they're your soulmates. You get along with them so perfectly. You know, you miss them so much when they're gone, and you're so excited when you see them again. You know, you're connected in some way. You're soulmates. That's how I see it. I think Tessa's a soulmate of mine, and obviously she's my cat. You know, I have to believe there's more than one kind of soulmate. Because I mean, can you imagine how depressing it would be if we only had one soulmate our whole life, and you met them when you were like 16 and they died when you were 18? How would you keep living? That is the person that, you know, the one person you believe was meant for you, and you lost them. How are you supposed to keep going on? It's insane. We have multiple soulmates. I stand by this. 37. If a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish? Ooh, 5 years. I actually like that a lot more than all the other ones they've been giving me lately. I mean, obviously, I would try to accomplish making it to South America and Antarctica. Um. Ooh. Uh, uh, being super successful as a customer experience manager. um, finally had 5 years to live. Like, I'd love to get married, but at the same time, I'd feel horrible leaving my husband behind after only 5 years. Or, you know, like 4 or 3, depending on when I meet him. That I'd feel horrible. I'd feel so bad. But, you know what? It's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all. 38. Can there be happiness without sadness? No, I don't think you can truly feel any emotion without having felt, you know, all kinds of them. Like, you can't be, you know, happy and content without having been angry, you know, in the past. You can't be sad without having been happy in the past. You know, it all works in, you know, in conjunction. It all works together. 39. What's the one thing you'd like others to remember about you at the end of your life? That I was a darn good stitcher. I don't know. Like, I've never done anything, you know, of notes like other people have. I don't know. That I was happy and that I want everybody else to be happy too. How's that? 40. Is there such a thing as perfect? Uh, Honestly, I don't think so. You know, there's always going to be flaws in other people. Like, you can meet someone and believe that they are perfect for you, but there's always going to be something that annoys you about them. But that is healthy. Like, if the person never annoys you, that just, I don't know, that just sounds so weird. It just, I don't know. It doesn't sound realistic. 41. What does it mean to be human? Honestly, I think it's just having a language that you can communicate with and understand each other with beyond grunts and hisses and stuff like that. But like, cats don't meow at each other. They the meowing was a language they developed for humans. I know I'm getting your tootsie. I'm sorry. I'm annoying her. Oh, piggy on. So, because you know, having mercy on other people. No, that's I would not say that's a human thing. We also try to kill each other a lot. But chimpanzees go to war and stuff like that too. Dolphins commit rape. There are a lot of horrible things we do that also happens in nature. So the idea of being human is what separates us from animals, and generally that's, you know, all the languages we have, our means of communicating. Like, I mean, we have thumbs, but so do some monkeys. So 42. Are you happy with yourself? Yes, I am, especially now that I'm a full-time manager. What? 43. Can you think of a time when impossible became possible? most of the stuff dealing with my asthma, especially because I was younger. And, I never thought I'd be able to keep up with other people because I always had such a hard time breathing. All my medication has helped, and now I'm cool with it. Most people don't know I have asthma unless I tell them. I thought it was impossible for me to see the details on someone's face until I got glasses. Like it sounds so stupid, and you probably won't understand unless you don't have glasses yourself, or unless you have glasses, or just not perfect vision yourself. But I honestly thought everybody's face was just blurry. Like, I thought that was normal. Because, when you're young, you don't really get up in people's faces to see every single detail. It'd be kind of awkward. Like, you don't make out with people at that age, all right? And I got my glasses in third grade. So, um, I just, I, I never thought that, there would be more. And now, I can look into somebody's eyes and be like, holy crap, I know your eyes are brown, but it has like 6, 7, 8 shades of brown in it alone. You can see all the lines and the details, and it's spectacular. I love eyes, like especially blue eyes, but any color, I don't care. Eyes are just amazing. They're freaking spectacular, you guys. 44, how do you spend the majority of your free time? Cross-stitching and reading. 45. How have you helped someone else recently? One of the new girls at work, she was trying to set up direct deposit so she doesn't have to, get a check every 2 weeks. I showed her how to do that. I was the first person to do that at the store when I first joined because I was just like, I am not getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna drive all the way to the bank to deposit it. Like, hell no. It's gonna go straight into there. I'm not wasting my gas and my time and all that. How else have I helped someone recently? Yesterday, I was showing the new girl. I can't pronounce her name. Like, it's so beautiful. Joaquin? No, that's not it. Like, every time she says her name, I'm just like, oh, it's so beautiful. I love her name, and I can't remember it. I'm such a horrible person. But she was asking, for help with an order, and she took her first order, and she was amazing. I was so proud of her. She did so much better than I did on my first order. I was so nervous and afraid during my first order. It was so bad. I mean, they eventually bought it, but it was so bad. This girl, I mean, she was on point. It was amazing. And she only needed me to help with 1 or 2 things, show her how to ring it up and do all that. I showed her a little bit around the frame shop. But honestly, because I'm not going to be in there much longer, it probably would be best if she learned everything from Angela. uh, I mean, I am going to be the manager soon enough, but right now I'm still in the frame shop. So you could say that me cleaning up the frame shop was helping, the actual framers with the audit that we had this morning. But right now, I'm currently still a framer, so I felt like I was helping myself. Oh, hello, baby. Huh? No? Oh, you got the noogie. Hold on. There we go. Okay. 46. What did you learn recently that changed the way you live? I learned I'm gonna be a full-time manager, so I'm gonna be able to save even more money, which will change the way I live, which will be awesome. 47. What is the nicest thing someone has ever done for you? Ooh, the nicest thing someone's ever done for me. Ooh, the nicest thing? Oh, wow, that's tough. Oh, wow. Dude, I don't know. I mean, Angela spent a lot of time showing me how to do all the framing stuff. And I thought that was incredibly nice. I mean, you could argue it's her job because she's the manager, but like, she didn't have to spend that much time teaching me. She could have just, one and done, bing, bang, boom, done. But, she spent time, she worked with me on it. And I thought that was really nice. One of the things I'm thinking of, I'm not allowed to tell you. Can't discuss favoritism in any place. I mean, my parents gave me Pearl, which was super nice because she loves me the mostest and I love her the mostest. We're soulmates. We were meant to be. um, one of you guys gave me like 20 million beautiful patterns that I'll be able to stitch eventually. I can't remember your name. I know I have all of them in my closet right there, but I don't know. I think I saved the envelope I got them in, so I'd still have their name on there. But I don't remember if they were comfortable with me telling you guys their name or not, so I don't want to, invade anybody's privacy. That was that was amazing. I had another person on here buy me the Four Heavenly Beasts Heaven and Earth design, which was freaking spectacular. And looks like I'm going to be doing it after this one. What? Get excited, you guys. Or not after. I'm looking at Magnificent Wizard. I know you guys aren't. That's why I am sorry. I'm stupid. After I finish Magnificent Wizard. Four Heavenly Beasts is the big project I'm going to work on. Unless you guys go to the poll down below and get the, the sway the vote or whatever. So, yeah, there's so many things. I don't know what the nicest thing someone's ever done for me is. I mean, I've had managers tell me that I'm really good at SISO. And because for the longest time I thought I wasn't, because we weren't doing good on it, and I thought I was part of that, and they were like, no, you're really good at it, and it's just nice hearing, oh yeah, you are good at something, So that's one thing I want to try and do is let people know when they're doing a good job, because I know how nice that feels to hear. 48, what will you never do? Bungee jump. And it's not because I'm scared of heights, it's because I've heard so many stories about the cord snapping and the person dying, and I don't want to die that way. I will never set myself on fire, because hell no. I will never... I might parachute out of a plane someday, because it looks like... Or skydiving, there we go, skydiving, sorry, I said there. Yeah. Because it looks like it could potentially be fun, but also mildly terrifying, because even with a second parachute for safety reasons, like it doesn't, just crap happens and it scares me. 49, in your lifetime, what have you done that hurt someone else? I've lied, I've said mean things. I'm working on being a better person. I'm only 25, I'm getting there. And then when I get to those pearly gates, I'll be able to tell God, like, I've been a good person, and I'm striving to be an even better person every day. So, let me into heaven. 50. When was the last time you were nice to someone and did not expect anything in return for it? Every single time I help a customer, I don't expect anything in return. Like, anytime they say thank you or, have a nice day, I'm always, like, so happy about it, because I'm never expecting it, and I love it. And, I mean, you could argue that it's common decency rather than them being nice, but whatever. Oh, we're getting to the end. When I helped the girl set up the direct deposit, I wasn't expecting her to do anything for me. I don't know. Okay, I have a little bit of time. Her name is Adrian. She's not the girl. Every time I have to think of her name, I have to think of Rocky. I'm a bad person. And she's just so sweet, you guys. I adore her. And that is the end of Pins Day 11. I got 5 hours and 18 seconds of footage. So, we have the rose done. It's so pretty. Looks like a stained glass image. I like it. That one. We have another stitch. Super cute. And my friend Mushu. Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your cow! Like, he's the best. He's hilarious. So, I got 3 more done. I work 9 to 5 tomorrow. I'm probably gonna come home and do the narration. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get much stitching done, But on Wednesday, which is the day after tomorrow, I'm 5 to 9:30. So that day I might actually be able to get another one done. I actually don't have many left. I was gonna start on the next one, but it's already 9:15, so yeah, I need to get some sleep because I'm 9 to 5 tomorrow. I'm really tired. I've been stitching all day. I've only had 2 meals. I had breakfast and I had dinner. And I'm starting to get really hungry. Who wants second dinner? Instead of second breakfast. Oh my goodness, I saw a post today. It was of the Hobbits, and it was like the second breakfast club, and it's a pun, you know, like you have the breakfast club, and now you have the second breakfast club, so you know, they're the first, these guys are the second, but they eat second breakfast, and I just, I love it. I am being such a dork right now. Oh, I finally got to tell you guys that I'm a full-time manager. It's so exciting. And now I'm tired again. Okay, I need to go to bed. So like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video.